So pieces. Got my beautiful face back on the screen again. Good to go. Well, almost. I need to take my tabletos. Oh. Morphine, please work as quickly as you possibly can. In fact, I don't trust it to work as quick as it can, so... I usually bring Liara. Well, I usually bring my love interest plus Garrus. I'm thinking maybe bring Ashley for a change. I haven't brought him in ages. Yeah, you can come, James.
So, what the hell do we know about this place?
Edie?
The sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
Oh, I am up against it tonight, Fear. My back is on fire. My tummy feels like it's constantly getting ready to be sick, but never does. And then my nerves are stressed out worrying about a dog.
If there's a clue to Cerberus here, we find it.
Under pressure.
Sir, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak. I'll try to boost it.
This is Oriana Lawson. Stay away from Sanctuary. It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana? That's Miranda's sister. If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ. Seeing some damage, Commander, but no activity.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time. Stay sharp, people.
Major firefight here, Commander.
Yeah, but who was fighting?
Right.
You bet.
Everyone hear that?
Yes, radio's offline. Something's jamming our signals.
Explains no comms leaving the facility.
What the hell? Server!
A harvester!
I saw it! Phantoms.
Quick bastards!
Looks like they were evacuating.
And looks like the Reapers were gunning for him.
About time they started killing each other.
Welcome to Sanctuary. Communication devices are strictly forbidden.
What happened here?
I don't know. Come on.
Cerberus outbound, came from that tower.
Then that's where we're heading.
All arrivals are asked to submit their possessions to our sorting staff for inspection. They will be returned inside the compound.
It's a mess, but man, this is a nice setup.
And then something went very wrong.
We need to find out what happened.
Off-world technology is not permitted within Sanctuary.
The number of refugees has doubled in the last 2 weeks. I heard that people are just abandoning shuttles outside the main gate. They just don't have anywhere to go. We'll need to start setting up temporary shelters out there until they can be processed.
All security procedures are in place to protect you and your loved ones.
Sure thing.
There is room for all.
Old security cam footage. People getting sorted out. That's a big crowd.
Come on, let's keep looking.
With your help, Sanctuary is building a better tomorrow. Communication devices will not function within Sanctuary.
I figure in another week I can finish off the remaining hours on my contract and move from staff housing into Sanctuary itself.
Communication
I feel a little guilty that I'm getting an upgrade from standard accommodations, but that's the deal. Do your time at the front desk, get the perks. One more week.
Welcome to Sanctuary.
Incident report 2139. An illegal communication device nearly made it past pre-screening. Scanner software has been adjusted. No way it could penetrate the central scrambler, but we can't chance a signal leaving the planet.
New
Report
arrivals
filed.
are encouraged to aid those having trouble with registration.
This must be another landing area.
Yeah, all those transports outside were waiting in line.
But where are all the people they brought?
To our sorting staff for inspection.
When you think about it, like,
Inside the compound.
there's no way the Reapers could defeat this cycle.
Communication devices will not function within Sanctuary.
Mainly
Off-world technology
because of the Asari and the Krogan, who have a 1,000-year lifespan.
for faster registration.
Got a fragment of something here.
I can't call right now, but I'll send this as soon as I can.
So
my little girl got sick. That's why I left. I love you, but I have to take care of her.
think of how many
Clinics are closing
worlds
their doors to refugees. I
that
couldn't
there
borrow
is that
credit
are
from you.
habitable,
I don't know where I learned about Sanctuary.
but
Around, I guess.
there's nobody on them.
Seemed perfect. Somewhere to hide, you know? Just till she got better. I can see the place out the window.
Even think of
Huge. They already have people waiting for us.
like people on Earth. There's no way that they could scour the whole of planet Earth. You know what I mean, like some people could go underground in caves and just wait it out. But if even 10 Krogan and 10 Asari found a little planet with nobody on it, no signs of civilization at all, just lived off the land for a couple of hundred years, well, say 300 to 500 years is apparently how long it takes the Reapers to exterminate everything. That's the half of one Asari's lifetime or one Krogan lifetime, so they could quite easily wait out those 500 years. And then when the Reapers leave, they can start having kids. And like, within the next 500 years, they would have effectively an army. And at that point, they can go back to the Citadel, they can see what's left, they don't lose any technology. And then they can go to the younger species that haven't achieved spaceflight yet. And when they do eventually achieve it, then you fill them in. You go, look, the fucking clock's ticking here. They'll be back in about 50,000 years. We need to start preparing now. You know what I mean? Like, even if the Reapers did consider that they had won and they had done everything and left, the next cycle would still be led by Krogan and Asari. So technically, it would be our victory too, you know? I'm kind of thinking like...
Got another one.
We land in a few minutes.
one of the
See this place, Daddy. It's amazing.
ancient
I'll
aliens
report a bunch of stuff and send it to you. They warned us about no comms
theories.
processing. What I tell you, top-notch security.
It's
Can't
not
wait to
even
get here.
well, suppose it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of Atlantis, a little bit of alien. You know, some people say like an alien race got eliminated somehow, and the handful that were left came to Earth, and like they split up. One went to the Middle East, one went to Europe, one went to the Americas, one went to Asia, and they tried to uplift humanity as much as they could before they died. The other flip, the Atlantis side to it, is that Atlantis was this super duper civilization, or Tartaria in recent times. You know. Either way, like an advanced civilization got crumbled, and the handful of survivors were like, well, the humans look like they're gonna eventually evolve. Let's try and give them as much of a helping hand as we can. If you think about it, like, the same thing, basically the same thing that the Protheans were doing for the Asari, or if we're in Assassin's Creed lore, how some of the Isu helped early humans. Well, tried to.
With your help, Sanctuary is building a better tomorrow. Communication device.
Got some bodies.
Casualties, both sides.
Cerberus!
ventilation deck. It's a dead end.
We need an exit. Keep looking.
Welcome to Sanctuary. For your safety, communication devices are strictly forbidden. New arrivals are encouraged to aid those having trouble with registration.
This is a Cerberus facility.
All arrivals are asked
What's that?
That's Miranda.
staff for inspection. They will be returned inside the compound.
This is Miranda Lawson. If you've managed to get this far, you must be desperate or stupid.
Advised.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my father, Henry Lawson. Turn back now. There is no help to be found here. All communication is being blocked from the central tower. Sanctuary is a lie. Stay away.
Okay, so we've got Cerberus, Reapers, and Miranda's crazy father. Any ideas how this all fits? A security panel. Shutting it down.
What the hell? What's going on here?
I don't know. We have a back door into the facility. Let's move.
That looks like Reaper technology. I'm sure of it. I don't know how, but Cerberus has found a way to use it.
The answer has to be here somewhere. And Miranda's caught in the middle. Let's pick up the pace.
This looks more like a factory than a refugee camp.
Whoa, this looks important. Power's out.
Look around for a switch. Power switch. There.
What am I seeing here? Those are the refugees. The Reapers, what are they doing? They're killing them.
Worse. They're being turned into husks. Come on!
Creating mindless husks doesn't make sense. There must be more to this. The slaughter of so many. For what?
The Reapers attacked because this place was a threat. We need to find out why.
Shutting down the power. Reaper forces have made a mess of the facility.
I'm shutting down the power to the processing plant to lock them down. It should keep them out of the entrance as well.
Madre, she's gonna get blindsided.
Miranda Lawson has arrived sooner than expected. You want me to deal with her?
Only if she gets in your way. Stay focused on the research data.
Find it and get out. Yes, sir.
Damn it. Let's move. Not surprised. Gotta be more where they came from.
I spent the last week making small adjustments to increase processing efficiency. There is no shortage of subjects. Indeed, I'm told there's a long line outside the main gate. The deception is an unfortunate necessity. Time is very short.
We're gonna hear one of those logs in a wee minute that I think is quite possibly one of the best bits of writing in Mass Effect history. I think because not only is it brilliant and logical and fits within the lore perfectly, which is like the main thing that I worry about, also the cherry on top of it is like, I fucking hate when people do something and the only reason for doing it is it would look cool. Like, if there's no story reason for it, if there's no like logical reason for it, but it would look cool, I fucking hate that. I hate it with a passion. And anyway, one of the small parts of Mass Effect 1 that was obviously done because it would look cool was how the Geth turned people into husks. So there's like a tripod looking machine that had like telescopic holes inside it. So the Geth hold the human over this machine, and then the telescopic things, the first one is a pointed spike, and then the rest of them are just making it longer, shoot through the human's body. The human falls down a bit onto the spike, and then it's just left there until the change is complete. Then the spikes go back down, and a husk comes fucking charging at you. Like, no other thought went into that other than it would look cool. Like, why? Why would they punch a big hole in the chest of a human and leave them there like fucking Vlad the Impaler, and then when they come back down again they're a husk? You know what I mean? Just, it looks cool. And it did look cool, you know? But still, it always annoyed me that surely the fuck a highly advanced machine species could think of something slightly less barbaric. Like, if you told me humans came up with that method, I would be like, yeah, it sounds about fucking right. Or Turians or Krogans, I'd be like, yeah, I could see them as coming up with that fucking method. But not a sentient machine race, but they would never come up with that. And then, when we get to where we're about to be now, someone who clearly fucking thinks the way I think, you know, like about respecting what came before, working within the rules and trying to improve it, and that is exactly what to do. They give you a reason why that happened. Was to come back 2 games later, 5 years after the fact, and go back and just fill in that one little thing to turn it from something, it looks cool but it doesn't really fit, into, oh, it looks cool and it fits perfectly. So what did... It's him talking about how the gas create husks. They'll give you like a fucking injection of some fucking nanites. The nanites make their way to your adrenal gland, and then they cause a massive trauma to your body, running a fucking spike through it, and your body dumps all of its adrenaline and therefore spreads the nanites to every part of the human body and greatly increases the length of time, well, decreases the length of time it takes, increases the quickness of the process for turning them into husks. And like that even fits with, yeah, a machine race wouldn't go out of its way to inflict that kind of bodily harm, but if you told them that it would increase efficiency fucking 30%, they'd be like, yeah, okay, we'll do it.
Dreadnought, far end of the room. I see him.
As I said, every single fucking playthrough that we've done on Mass Effect, when we reach this stage, I just cannot sing the praises of this bit of dialogue any fucking more than I do. I wish I knew who wrote it, because I would tweet them or Instagram them or whatever it is fucking people do nowadays and tell them.
The pursuit of efficiency has revealed an important fact. The Reaper's use of dragon's teeth to create husks is ingenious. The Reaper nanites attach themselves to the adrenaline released and quickly move through the body to speed conversion to the final husk state.
Are you seeing this? What they did to these people? It's sick.
Yeah. It is.
Doesn't tell me. Just tell me that Jay Watamanu wrote the Sanctuary mission and Miranda's character arc, and Mac Walters was lead writer, helped write a lot of it. It doesn't tell me who specifically wrote those log entries. Which is a shame. Let's just hear it one more time before we leave.
The pursuit of efficiency has revealed an important fact. The Reaper's use of dragon's teeth to create husks is ingenious. The Reaper nanites attach themselves to the adrenaline released and quickly move through the body to speed conversion to the final husk state.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Tip of the hat. Fucking chef's kiss.
Dr. Newry's legacy work with subject Paul Grayson provided a key element to our work here. Using the addictive drug red sand to break down the will was inspired, but proved unreliable for general application. We've proven that adrenaline and its cross-species equivalents is most effective and efficient.
how Reaper indoctrination...
Terminal's damaged. Hang on.
Reapers wanted the place shut down. Maybe we'll get some answers.
It doesn't make sense. Thought Cerberus and the Reapers were getting along. What changed?
There it is.
Heading to the tower to disable the communications scrambler. I have to get word out. Some refugees are turned into husks. Some are indoctrinated and shipped to the elusive man. Whoever's left is used in experiments. The data indicates that my father is trying to figure out how Reaper indoctrination works.
Tricking refugees with food and shelter only to turn them into test subjects. And for what?
Bait and switch. Can't believe it.
Note that she mentioned shipping indoctrinated refugees to the elusive man. We can use that to find him.
Good catch. Come on. Miranda said she was headed to the tower.
Just goes to show you, like, this game, I can sing the praises of this game until the day I die. Especially that bit of dialogue, especially, right? And then within 20 meters of movement in game, or within 30 seconds of real life time, they piss me off so fucking much. They take me all the way up to the heights, and everything's fucking cushy and everything's brilliant, and then 30 seconds later, I'm at the very bottom, filled with rage. Right, so what pisses me fucking off so much? Let's go find out.
Tight quarters. Check your fire.
Stick your wee head up or something. Yep. So, in Mass Effect 2, we go on Kasumi's loyalty mission and break into the billionaire's vault where he keeps all his collectibles and precious things. In amongst all that is a Casa Locust. No, not just a Casa Locust. The Casa Locust. That is the exact phrase that Kasumi utters. So on Earth, two presidents, like the president of the North American Union and the president of the Asian Union, I think it was, were having a big fucking meeting, and there was security glass in front of them, and the assassin had fucking built a Casa Locust, like built a camera, a TV camera around the Locust. He fired one shot that shattered the security glass, and he fired a second shot, and as it was heading towards, I think it was going to, he was trying to kill the president of the North American Union, but the president of the Asian Union tried to tackle the other president out of the fucking path of the bullet, and the bullet ended up going through both of them, killed both of them, and that's how the Casa Locust got its name, the gun that killed two presidents with one bullet. And Hawk had, or Donovan Hawk, yeah, he had acquired, bought it on black market or whatever, or got it stolen at a police lockup or whatever it was. He got his hands on that one, like it's the exact same serial number and everything, and then he made a duplicate of it, and we lifted both of them. Shepard took the real one, and Kasumi got the fake one. So, like, it's not that the Casa Locust is anywhere near as powerful, even as any other SMG, never mind, like a Harrier, a Paladin, a Carnifex, you know, it's slightly above the Hornet, would be the nicest thing I could say about it. But it's the fact that it has all that history attached to it, and that it's now ours. So, at this, we don't have one now in this game until this point. There is literally only one. No, there's not. Once this mission is done, the next main mission starts the end game. I mean, so not only do they not give us it until this point in the game, but we just find a random one in a Cerberus base. You know what I mean? For high shit it is, they could have gave you that gun to start the game. You know what I mean? Like, between a Predator and a Shuriken and a Locust, there is not much fucking difference between the three of them. You know what I mean? When Anderson hands us a Predator at the start of this game, it could have quite easily went, "Here, I believe this is yours," and handed us our Casa Locust. And then we would still have the same gun with the same history and prestige and... It wouldn't have had any negative effect,
Was our first success. While not true husks, they
and it
still
would have
respond
made
to Reaper signals.
like hardcore people happy.
We are moving forward. We're very close. Understanding the indoctrination process is one thing. However, turning it to our advantage is proving to be quite another. This is assembly line science. The sheer brute force of numbers and repetition is doing the thinking for us. Effective, but discovery happens at a pace.
Father is working for the elusive man. Heavy resistance outside the tower. If you're receiving this, I've got evidence you cannot ignore. Confirmation that my father is working for the elusive man.
Connection established.
I have your report on the process, Mr. Lawson. Cut to the chase. Can you do it?
Technically, control is possible, yes. The Reaper subjects we converted are responding, but it's difficult to maintain.
I thought that might be the case. Not to worry, Henry. With Sanctuary's help, we'll get it sorted.
Did I hear that right? This guy knows how to control Reaper troops?
I don't know. I'll play the rest of it.
We've done it. We've found a way to co-opt their control signal. As long as the Reaper troops remain in close proximity to our signal, we can maintain control indefinitely.
Excellent news. And how could extrapolate this technique to apply to the Reapers themselves.
That's a much bigger challenge.
Now we know why the Reapers attacked Sanctuary.
They found out what Cerberus was up to. Bad news for the elusive man.
But it's good news for us. We finally have our link to Cerberus. Lowering the access ladder. Come on, let's move.
Wait, Commander. There's more. Take a look.
Damn it. I hope she's ready. Look for an exit.
Damn it! Look at all of them!
We're close. Keep going.
We have underestimated the strength of the Reaper signal. They are here. The Reapers somehow know what we've learned about them. They have a weakness. I'm compiling our research data to archive before it's too late. Cerberus sent troops to defend the facility against the Reapers.
Starting command sequence. Releasing husks.
I can't move. What's happening? Oh my god.
This is our way out. This is our way out.
This will get us closer to the tower. This way.
Those big bastards!
Stay out of their reach.
They're all coming from that room up ahead.
Let's get over there.
A doorway.
Let's move!
Tower access granted.
Get ready.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I'm sorry she missed. Where's Kai Lang?
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
Miranda, can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Lang didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard, don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
You try to leave with her, you die. Let her go, and maybe you walk.
I've done nothing to you.
This isn't about you and me. Let her go and walk away. I won't say it again.
All right. Take her. But I want out alive. Deal?
No deal.
I gave him my word that I wouldn't kill him. I didn't say anything about Miranda.
Are you alright? It's okay, Ori. You're safe now.
I'm fine. I want to get out of here.
We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. Really. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
How did you do all this?
Finding my father didn't take long once I confirmed he worked for the Elusive Man. Just had to follow the lies. Once I saw what this place really was, I couldn't just walk away.
Of course.
Things got really complicated when Reapers showed up. And Kai Lang.
You survived. Not many people could do that.
When you mentioned he was involved, I took a few precautions. Probably saved my life.
Miranda, this whole thing was a huge risk. You should have told me.
You have a war to win, Shepard. This was my fight. It's been a long time coming.
You did it. It's over.
Yes. I just wish my sister didn't have to see all this.
About your father.
Yes.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
No. I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
Yes.
Also,
you can. What's our status?
You and
Any intel we can use
Oriana
from this place?
are about to inherit a lot of money.
But there's basic facility information.
Like he's one of the
Shuttle
richest
arrivals
men in
and
the
departures,
galaxy.
Cerberus included. No direct links, but it's a good start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I can do better than that.
What?
Before Kai Lang took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the Elusive Man.
A tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but... nobody's perfect.
Thanks, Miranda. This is... exactly what we need.
Thought you might need some good news.
Damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get this scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I've got to follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ori. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Let's make sure everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my
Cortez,
father,
we need to
Henry
pick up at the
Lawson.
tower.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
I wasn't in favor of your diversion to Sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns. But I was wrong. The Cerberus lab you raided hinted at something big, but we never expected this. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the elusive man?
Yes. We had a tracer on Kai Lang when he reported back.
Good. That gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
My thoughts exactly. Hack it out.
Fucking shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to my phone there.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that?
Same guy that lets Cerberus stick Reaper tech into his skull. Those bastards aren't human anymore. Commander, it seems Tally's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her. The Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Thanks. Commander?
Nice work shutting that place down. Is Miranda okay?
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place was crazy. They've always been about the ends justifying the means. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell yourself you're helping humanity?
I don't know how the elusive man can stand looking at himself in the mirror.
Honestly, I've been wondering about that for a while with those freaky eyes.
Whatever he's thinking, he won't be thinking it for much longer.
You're damn right, Commander. Commander?
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
So the prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
My primary function is to preserve and defend the... No. No, I disagree. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, Edie. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good. I would like a moment to myself, Shepard. I am examining human literature.
You've got new messages, Commander.
So that little article, I go back and forward on it. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I like that it gave Carl Rieger an ending, but doing it in a fucking email? Really? Like, off the top of my head, right? We had two missions on Rannoch. So we had the beat the Reaper mission and rescue Quib. So what I would have done is created a situation in either one of those missions, doesn't matter which one. You know, it could be fucking getting to the Reaper base to launch our orbital strike, or it could be getting Quib to rescue. Maybe even, like, when it comes to rescuing Quib, there could have been an option where your options are save him or save his crew. Maybe if you had enough support from the Quarians or whatever, you could have a third option, and that's get Carl Rieger's team to get one of them while you get the other one. And then you could have killed them off there. You know what I mean? Like, we could be going to get Quib, and then it could flash away to a cutscene of a couple of Quarian soldiers getting the Quib's crew on the evacuation shuttle, and then Carl Rieger gets hit and goes down, and that way you're giving him a good send off. Or like if you do it in the other mission, like Shepard can't take the shot at the Reaper without someone holding a choke point behind him, and that Cal Rieger and his team come in and say, right, we'll do it. And then they get overrun by Geth and die that way. You know what I mean? Either one of those, both off the top of my head, you give Cal Rieger a good death on screen, that we see, he's a badass, and he gets to die on the homeworld. He literally gives his life for the fleet, for the homeworld, just like he said he would. You know what I mean? Not he died for the Turians in a fucking email.
Can't believe what you found down there. The whole thing was so calculated, using hope to lure people to their deaths, or worse. I can't understand it. And you know, I'm glad I can't. It makes me feel human. Just wondering what the refugees do now. I thought I'd heard of everything. Man. Hard to believe what was down there. Commander?
Oh, I hate this next bit. I hate drunk Tally in this scene and in the Citadel DLC.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Torian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
I didn't realize this would be so hard.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him. Don't me. You sound like a Vorja.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
Please, enjoy your day.
You too, Glyph.
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it.
Thanks for coming by.
So the elusive man really believes he can control Reapers. Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane. A lot of Turians went to Sanctuary. When I meet the elusive man, I'm going to carve their names into his skull.
Bit dark, Garrus, but I like it.
Not right now.
Hello, Commander.
Breaking now, Alliance Marines uncover the worst Cerberus war crimes to date. Sanctuary, advertised as a safe haven on the planet Horizon, exposed as a secret Cerberus lab. Brainwashing, lethal experiments, and Reaper connections, the exclusive details next in the battle space. Commander.
Commander, power grid is in the green.
Commander.
I heard about your talk with Liara. You act so angry, but you really care about us.
I need you functional to destroy the Reapers.
You care about Liara. You like her.
You are intoxicated. A foolish risk given Quarian symbiotic physiology.
And you like me too.
This conversation is over.
Yeah, well fucking played, Javik.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship. Its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Asari are joined?
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are. Is this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
Without that affection, all I have in my life is death. And that's not enough.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home.
That annoys me, because when he came out of this chamber, Liara said, it's been 50,000 years for us, but it's just been a couple of minutes for him, so he shouldn't have forgot everybody's fucking face. And another thing that annoys me, yes, any player of Mass Effect is gonna go, yeah, I wanna fucking see what Prothean civilization look like, please. But if you do, fucking Javik commits suicide after the fucking game's over. So, while, yes, I would like to see what Prothean society look like, no, I don't want to fucking see it if it means fucking Javik's gonna die.
Reopening old wounds. especially big ones, isn't gonna help.
Perhaps you are right. There were others. Soldiers who served under me, like your crew.
What happened to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
We have a saying. Let old ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
The crew seems shocked by the experiments at Sanctuary. They shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Our war lasted for centuries. It provided more time for worse atrocities to be committed. There was a species, the Densorian. They became convinced the Reapers could be placated by sacrificing their own young. The entire planet joined in this ritual. I would spare you the details, but it did not work. They simply made the Reaper's job easier. It was as your elusive man is now. His ambitions are nothing short of madness. Sharpen your knife, Commander. His is a voice that must be silenced, and a throat that must be slit.
Agreed, brother. Agreed.
Subjugating the Reapers will not bring victory. Only their extinction will. Commander.
Diagnostics flagged excessive wear on a transducer. Replacing just in case. Sir.
I can't believe the elusive man really found a way to control the Reapers. I mean, he's still fucking crazy, but damn. Imagine if he was on our side. But I guess that's exactly what the Reapers want. Get us all fighting each other. Divide and conquer.
Exactly.
Just one more reason to hate them. I can't wait to take the fight to the elusive man. I wonder what he's thinking right now. You just know he's got a plan. I saw the Crucible data Hackett sent. I don't know what the hell it does, but damn if it isn't impressive. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Why is he not shooting at it? Hey, that's a bad Henry the Huskhead. Bad Henry. You leave wee fucking Gus alone.
What do we know?
We're getting intel from a tech who survived the attack. Grace Sato. She's hiding in a security bunker off-site.
A civilian?
Yes, patching her through.
Miss Sato, what's happening down there?
I'm staying hidden, but I'm the only one left. They're trying to hack into our systems to access Alliance operations protocols. I'm tracking their activity, but they're bound to find me sooner or later.
Hang in there. We'll be there soon.
Yes. Yes, Commander.
It's not ideal, but she's the only one with any traction on this. The information stored in that network is critical, Commander. If it gets into enemy hands, we'll lose a lot of good people.
I'll take care of it, Admiral.
See that you do. Hack it out.
They're locking onto me. Moving out of range.
Miss Sato, we've landed. What are we looking at?
They're trying to seize control of the 3 critical access points. I'm updating your nav point with the location of the terminal they're closest to cracking.
We'll keep them from hacking in.
Roger that.
Okay.
I need to run around on this one first and get as much of the stuff that there is to pick up and loot before we activate the missions. This was a great wee multiplayer map too back in the day. You know, there's plenty of places that you can lock down and make your base camp. There's lots of ways the enemy can get around. It was also unique in that it was the only map that had 2 different extraction points. So one of them was here, and the other one was down there. You never knew which it was going to be until the extraction was happening. Also, the hazard version of this map was brilliant. It was a massive dust storm, as you would think, in the middle of a desert. And it wasn't like the acid rain that went on and off completely, or the big seeker swarm that would move about but could get bigger. But there was still like a safe zone. In the sandstorm for this, it was just everywhere was in the sandstorm, but there were places that were more intense than others.
Cerberus encryption algorithms of some sort. Misato, come in. Misato, are you there?
Too scared to break radio silence.
We need the final coordinates. Grace, listen to me.
Can't talk. They're right outside.
I know you're scared. This is more than you signed up for, but I won't let you down. Promise.
Okay, Commander. Updating your nav point with the last location now. But if you get to me in time, just hurry, please.
Commander, I think I can make a run and get her.
Do it.
Commander, they've almost got the doors open. Help!
Got her covered, Commander. Area cleared. Picking up Misato, then heading back to the rendezvous point.
Good job, Lieutenant.
Our communication station is secure. Operations in this theater are safe again. No small task to keep it that way. How's Misato doing?
She has to be transferred to a nearby Alliance station. She wants to help however she can.
Good. We need all the help we can get. Hack it out.
Commander?
Just got word from Miss Sato. She arrived at the Alliance research facility safe and sound.
Yeah, and Esteban got to play hero with the damsel in distress.
You know me and my damsels, Mr. Vega?
That I do.
Routing heat through propulsion and weapons will let us use the internal emission sink for 3 hours longer than normal.
Not if it overloads propulsion.
Give her a chance, Daniels. Increasing the utility of the stealth drive could come in handy.
Propulsion and weapon systems have built-in heat sinks. They can trap heat while we're in stealth mode to buy us time. Quarian ships do it when they can't find a safe place to bleed off static charge. It's completely safe.
This isn't a Quarian freight hauler, Tali. Our heat diffusion systems are precision engineering. Do this, and we'd have to replace them twice as often.
We can afford that. I'm more worried that it won't work. Can't put my finger on why, though.
It's going to overload propulsion.
You'll be fine, Gabby. Weapons would overload long before propulsion.
That doesn't make me feel better.
It's a risk, yes, but it's worth it when we need the stealth drive. Rerouting heat flow. Ashtet.
Told you.
I know. I'll start on repairs.
Thanks awfully.
Shepard.
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Hey, Shepard.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off planet to try and make money. Come with a lab.
Spectre status. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
As fighting continues, the Reapers now control more than half the inhabitable galaxy.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you. No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the new coordinates. Trust me. We may not be able to stop the Reapers, but I think we can predict their movements now.
We got your people off to Kuna, Ambassador.
Utterly sincere.
Were you able to evacuate any civilians?
Yes.
How many?
Not enough.
Perhaps you could send the girl to your side of the family. Are you kidding? My family disowned me when I married the other.
Your intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for. Thank you, Commander. Yet, Commander Shepard found some encryption algorithms. The team is expecting results soon now.
I like what you think, love.
Sanctuary was front for Cerberus operations. For the first time since the Ragnar War.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Refugee camps and stores straining existing resources. The council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future.
I pulled this from a gas jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Never mind. Tech like this, I don't care where it came from. I'll have my people run with this. When the war comes back here, maybe we can save more lives. Thanks again. If we can get it working, this jamming tech will make this place a lot safer.
Pardon me. Right, we'll go to the apartment, talk to Anderson, and listen to all the Kodak entries, and then save it there. What time is it in real life time? 9 o'clock, right? Fuck. I'm gonna get myself a juice, and we're gonna end the stream, and then have a couple of hours in Black Flag, just exploring and shit.
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, How are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard. You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices. The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said, let's see what we can find. Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian
That
slavers
ringing
if it
going
had
through
been
my head.
About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I
And
came
it's just
to,
an email message. Why is it constantly ringing like a phone?
putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian. Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. walked over and helped me up. N7 yes? Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. Then he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
Well, I can't fucking listen to any more of these because I usually I make it through, but tonight for some reason it's not happening.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him. Trust him with my life. Shepard's had some rough patches. Who of us hasn't? He's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, no sir, I can't do that. He never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over him getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the Commander are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare. Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the ends justify the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would gladly accept the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know. You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy XR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Torians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Torian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the drive core, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Torian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to defend the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Torian scientists in shackles and a human Torian fistfight at Cora's Den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to send there. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career. The Torians. just that after fighting Taurians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Paladin. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Taurian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find it, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbly. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe you money.
Be seconds.
Okay. So, Tombstone data. Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. Someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much of the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time. No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First Contact War? Yeah. I was there. My first real combat. my seat as our transporter approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We're always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Dorian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Dorian shitless. Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
I've saved the worst one for last. Why did you join the military, Admiral Anderson? Well, you see, there was this dog that kept barking at me, and then one day I barked back at it. That's why I joined the military. Are you on anything, mate?
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor and duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Get the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
So daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they're asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women almost sure to fail, first severe, long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
It depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war is unfortunately, and the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Kalisa Al-Jilani. Thank you for watching.
Alright, I'm just gonna try and go to the shop and update the apartment and stuff, but we can't take us straight from that door to the restaurant, so we shall save it here. That is the Mass Effect portion of tonight's stream done. So this stream will end, and in a couple of minutes' time, we'll be back and we'll be on Black Flag. So, see you in a couple of minutes.